Here, let me make it another adjustment here. Hold
He's
on.
got to make an adjustment. I just want you to know that
There we go.
we're on Instagram.
We're running two cameras
We're
simultaneously here. It's
over
very
here on
complex.
Instagram, and then we're over here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Here and here. Here and here. So welcome everybody.
Goodness. Hi guys. Goodness.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I think I might sneeze again.
Are you good?
I may sneeze again. We'll see. Oh
Oh,
goodness.
Josh, thank you for monitoring both. Let us know about the YouTube and the Facebook, and I'm monitoring the Instagram.
All right. Well, I've got everything up and running. Okay, I think that we're done with the techno struggle here. We were just, like trying to get everything to look and sound as good as possible, but being that we are in the studio on both tonight, the camera angles are a little weird, and
I think, well, I don't know if Instagram has a delay.
I know for a fact that Instagram has a delay.
So
it always does, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody on Instagram, hey, say hi. Drop your name in the chat. Tell us what you're drinking. Tell us what you're doing. Happy Global Running Day.
Yes, I didn't even know that was
Happy
a thing
Global
today.
Running Day to all of you. And I posted earlier in the day a Global Running Day graphic and asked a lot of people were doing some running.
Yeah.
So I think Dawn did, and Dawn's here in the chat over on YouTube. And there were a bunch of people that said they were going to get miles in. I think they were smarter than I was.
Oh,
because they did them on a treadmill.
Well, why? You did it today.
Yeah, no.
In the heat of the day.
Well, yeah.
On your lunch break.
That's why they were smarter.
Oh, I know. Well, you did yours in the heat of the day, and then I came home and knocked out 45 minutes with the dogs in the rain. I had my first summer shower rain, and I was soaked. The dogs were soaked, and you should have seen the ballet I had to do with the dogs to close doors to keep. Our boy is very scared of thunderstorms.
Oh my goodness. He'll be under the bed or he'll be in our laps.
And the minute he thinks I'm going to go outside, if there's thunder outside, he decides that is the perfect time to run from me and go hide. So yeah, it ends up being quite a comedy of errors.
Yes.
So I had to close doors off and, or get them fed, then close the doors and make them think everything was okay and we weren't going outside. It was just crazy.
Do you see? Josh says, watching you on YouTube from IG, and it's like an old Japanese movie.
On YouTube from Instagram.
Yeah. I don't know if it makes sense.
I don't know.
Does it make sense? You can
Well, I mean,
see
I can see the camera angle.
You could see
there.
An old Japanese movie? Like, are
Oh,
is it like
it might not be syncing properly?
I don't know.
I don't either. Instagram.
Oh, IG on
gotcha,
your phone.
Gotcha.
On your phone. Okay.
Yeah, maybe just flip over to the tubes if you prefer. But we're just glad,
we're
glad anybody's here. This is great.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for coming to hang out.
And then some people have dropped in the chat what they're drinking, and I think Dan Rams from the Cape Coral Running Group is here.
Oh, hey Dan.
Dan and Dawn B. Disney and Katie and Josh.
Let me cycle through some of these messages. You guys are so awesome to jump in here. It is going to be interesting tonight because, as you know, I have a hard time dividing attention between platforms. So I'm going to do my best.
Cody and Stephanie Swan are over on Instagram.
Awesome.
And I think that Josh is monitoring both. John Schroeder has just joined on Instagram. So Welcome
Awesome.
to the chat, John Schroeder. I hope that you can hear us okay.
Well, it looks like we got quite the vibrant group over on the YouTubes, which is great.
YouTube.
And
Yeah.
there's Dan. Hey, Dan.
And Katie sent us a picture of her beer, and she's enjoying that beer tonight. And I'm just wondering how she likes it. We need a full report.
Yes.
Um,
That one is available at Publix, I believe she said. So
oh yeah.
yeah.
So maybe
So maybe in
after
75
yeah.
days we too can purchase one and try it. We are
Yes.
having a delicious water vintage day before yesterday that we got at Publix also.
Yes, it is
Just sparkling water.
Sparkling water.
And Amy's decided to really live on the edge.
I'm living on the edge. I put a lemon in here.
Yeah, she put a
Main Street Miles Meg has joined on Instagram.
Dawn's having her usual water with liquid IV.
And let us know what you're drinking. Let us know how you are.
Wait a minute. Rob's checking in from Farmington, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
There's no way that waterfall picture you posted. Did I miss where that was posted from? That wasn't New Mexico, was it?
I don't know.
I don't think they have that much water in New Mexico.
I think he is.
I think you're a man about
he's
town.
all over the United States.
Yeah.
He is a traveling man, a hardworking man. Yes. So happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Global Running Day.
Yes.
Happy. And we do have some shout outs that we should do at some point throughout the chat.
Oh,
and
Sebastian just jumped in too.
Sebastian,
hey, Sebastian,
welcome. And Rob Nita. And we just have
got quite the crew tonight.
We've got quite the crew. And I really have to tell you, this is
weird.
We haven't done this in a while. And I don't know if Instagram is on a delay.
Well, Instagram, what we're seeing is on a delay. They're seeing everything together, but if you're jumping back and forth, there's a time delay between them.
Yeah. So I hope that's okay. And Main Street Miles Meg, I have some good news for you. I'm gonna message you. Okay. So I'm just saying.
All right.
You're at least if I remember the dates that you're gonna be at Disney, I have good news.
Oh.
So
all right. Now Dan's saying, are we running that 5K Friday night? What
5K, Dan? Put in the chat. Let us know more.
I would like to tell you, Dan, that I have my finger on the pulse of everything going on around town like I used to back when I was the spokesperson, but I really, really don't. So I rely on Amy for
trying
100% of my running news and 50% of all other news.
That's no pressure.
No, not at all. Just,
really
don't mess it up.
Really. Stephanie Swan wants to know how our Memorial Day weekend was. And Meg is drinking something called Blackberry Spindrift.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I have never heard of that.
What is the deal with that?
Okay, Rob confirmed that was in fact not New Mexico. That was Colorado. I just didn't have the post in front of me, Rob. I remember when you said that was you said where it was, as I recalled.
Oh, Meg says it's sparkling water that she's drinking.
Gotcha.
Yes, that Blackberry Spindrift is sparkling water. I have sparkling water, but it didn't come flavored. I just flavored it myself with some lemon.
It's 2 liters of the most plain sparkling water ever. And that's because for the longest time, and they may be back now, but we have a soda stream that we absolutely love, and getting a replacement CO2 tank for that thing has been like
in the last year and a half
teeth. And we currently don't have one, so we've had to resort to 2 liters.
Oh, it's a Water Wednesday, Stephanie Swan says. It's a Water Wednesday.
I like it.
And I like that. And Stephanie, I don't know if you're caught up on the podcast that we recorded live last night, but we have given all the reasons that we are drinking the water and not enjoying the beer like Katie.
Yes, we're living vicariously through
Yeah,
Katie and all of you that might be actually, we're living vicariously through all of you that are having anything other than water,
that's true.
and that could be anything.
That's true. Well, I had coffee earlier today with the coffee crew, with a lot of the coffee crew.
I caught
Jojo was in the
I
chat.
caught part of that.
Yeah. And Josh
First rule of
and
coffee crew: clean off the camera.
I know.
No, I'm only
I
saying
was
I'm only
I
saying
was
that
at
because you said it.
I know. I needed to clean off the camera, live and learn. I haven't found the right flow in terms of getting to work in time to have a nice, relaxed coffee chat
Right.
with everybody. And I just I I want to. I think that I'm off on Friday, so it may be an actually relaxed coffee chat. So
Wow. Very nice.
miracles do happen.
At least one of us is off on Friday.
Well, I work the weekend, so
it'll be hashtag bachelor life for me.
the
Wait a
morning
minute.
press.
Is that
Josh? Hashtag morning press.
I like that.
Yes.
Is that a Josh approved hashtag there?
He did it. He made it.
No, hashtag bachelor life.
Oh, hashtag bachelor life.
Now, Katie, depending on which beer or which brewery that is, if that's MIA Brewing,
it's called Biscayne Bay.
Yeah, we've had some from over there that are really good, and then there's another one that we've actually had on the Mango Cart.
Oh, I like
that's
Mango
from
Cart.
That's from Vesa Sur,
and that's not an IPA. Did she say this was an IPA?
This is an IPA. Yeah, 6% ABV.
Well, I mean, I'm not doing anything with an okay beer because in 74 days I'm having a magical beer, whatever that is. I don't know what that is.
We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah. Oh, listen. Dawn says she loves being able to catch the coffee chat now that it's summer. And Josh is working on hashtags for you furiously. Also, John Schroeder says he thinks that he's going to next day air a goody goody pie.
Oh, John.
Do it in 74 days. Do it in 74 days, John.
We'll come up and have it with you.
We'll come up and have it with you, and it will be butterscotch.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay. I have a story to share.
Yes, please. Oh my God.
So okay, as you guys know,
tell the story
from listening last night, we have begun the 75 hard challenge.
Oh yes, and this is kind of a good recap for anybody that has not yet caught up on the podcast.
Yes, if you haven't heard this week's episode yet, you'll hear about the fact that we are doing the 75 hard challenge. We started yesterday. Today is day 2. We're in full force.
Meg loves story time.
And
I love it too.
I decided to start this off with a 48-hour water fast. And when I say water fast, it's water, coffee, or tea with nothing in it. So, black coffee, plain tea, no sweetener.
We have declared our diets that we're going to follow.
We're doing a plant-based diet to follow throughout the course of the 75 days. And that's no cheat meals and no alcohol. It also requires 2-a-day workouts.
But we're not on the same diet plan.
No. This is just the 48-hour water fast is a Dana thing. Amy, if she were at home and not, having to interact with, humans, then maybe. But, it's
not even going well when I eat right now. Like at work. Really? It's not. But I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I interrupted story time and that was wrong.
No.
So recap the plan and tell your story.
Okay, so we're recapping the plan. It is.
Or tell your story and then recap the plan.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm going to shut up.
Tell me what you want me to do.
Tell your story.
Oh, no, I'm going to recap the plan. So let me pull up the app here. I can actually read everything in order without skipping. Okay, so the plan consists of 2 workouts per day. Each workout is 45 minutes long minimum. One of those workouts has to be outside no matter what. So there's no flexibility here. You have to take a daily selfie or what they call a progress picture. So every day you got to take a selfie. Every day you also have to read 10 pages from a nonfiction book, something to help grow and develop you as a person. You also have to drink 1 gallon of water daily, minimum. You also have to follow a diet of your choosing, whatever that might be, whether it's high protein, low carb, high carb, macros, whatever it is. And then last but not least, no cheat meals or alcohol for the 75-day period. And if you do not succeed at each one of those things on any given day, you start over at day one. That's the challenge. The idea, this isn't actually a fitness thing. It's really about mental toughness and resiliency. It's teaching you to form positive habits, to make the time to focus on yourself so that you can focus on what's important and let some of the less important things fall away, which I think is a healthy reminder to some people that you do need to give yourself some time and make yourself a priority. So we're on day 2. I'm at work. One of my detectives that works for me is having her birthday tomorrow. So everybody in the office
Oh,
decides that today
oh,
is the day that they are going to celebrate that. And they ordered in pizzas from Downtown House of Pizza in Fort Myers, a place that we featured on the show.
and we actually, ironically, featured them when they were doing like a vegan pizza
Yes. And that worked out great. And then they
a
also
couple of years ago.
had gourmet cupcakes from a local bakery called Lady Cakes, which is absolutely fantastic. These are little edible works of art. They're delicious. They're beautiful. It's crazy. And Dan, it's in Northport late. You know what? Yes, you did mention this, and Amy's got to work. She's working the weekend,
What?
but
The race?
it's the late one in Northport.
Oh,
So yeah.
is it on Friday night?
Well, if you're up for it, you let me
Um,
know.
Message us the details
Yes,
again
please
because I'm
shoot us the
just
link,
really,
Dan.
really
Because
behind. But I
yeah,
said I would shut up about story time.
no, that was story time. So they're having this, and of course, being you know in the office, I have to go and I have to celebrate and I have to do all this, but I had to sit there and sip on my water and watch them devour what at this moment in time looked like a pizza made of unicorn sausage and angel's tears. I mean, it looked like the most amazing pizza ever. And the cupcakes actually were singing a slight angelic hymn when they opened the box. So, yeah, I can't wait for food
Oh,
tomorrow. I'm just going to put it out there.
there's a
So,
question about the plan.
I'll do what
And
I
do
can.
you want to catch up over here on the chat and then address Meg's
Let
question?
me
Or
check it out. Let's see. Dan's going to go find the deets on that. So Dan,
okay,
thank you so much. Andrea, yes.
2 down, 73 to go.
I can't wait for that number on the left to get bigger than the number on the right. I'm just saying.
I'm serious, man. Like we need those calendars where you can rip off. I don't know if anybody has seen The American President. I love The American President with Michael Douglas and
Mm-hmm.
Annette Bening, and she has like a countdown to the number of days she has to go and the number of votes she needs for something, and she just rips off the days, which is very satisfying because it's physical. It's
Yeah.
kind of like the whole
It's like the whole read an actual physical book.
an actual physical book thing in the challenge.
Yes.
So I just want I want a thing where I can just rip off a day before we go to bed. Is very satisfying.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's Biscayne Bay Brewing. We have not been there yet.
No,
That
but we need to
is,
go.
we do need to go.
Yeah.
We've seen that. And the gentleman's name who came up with 75 hard.
Andy Frisella.
Yeah, Andy Frisella.
I hope I'm not butchering his last name.
No, he's a CEO. Well, he's one of these entrepreneur guys, but one of his bigger companies. He's the CEO of One Form, PHORM, um, nutritional supplements, and learning a little bit about him was kind of interesting. His weight climbed till he was in like 350. I mean, he got to the point where he could no longer realistically, or at least in his mind, he couldn't in good faith be the face of his company. So he decided to make a change himself, last year before. And
Yeah.
then I think that's when he kind of laid down the rules to 75 hard, and he decided to do it. This thing's picked up over time. As Amy sent me the initial podcast to listen to and learn about this. It was like, oh, this is really interesting and really kind of an oddball challenge in a way, like a sort of see if you can do it type thing. And yeah, so gonna give it a shot. It's I made myself sit in there with all the pizza and the delicious cupcakes today, specifically to put the temptation right in front of me. That was my goal. So yeah, and Andy Frisella, if you're looking for some more info on him, Rob, he's got a podcast.
We put it in the show notes.
It's in the show
for
notes
this
from last night's episode. If you just want to
168.
click on that link,
Or if you go to runeatdrink.net and you look at the show notes that are under or if you're in your podcatcher. Either way, we linked it.
Yeah, we linked it.
Either way, we linked it so you can see it. If you're running in the rain, stay safe. If you're out walking in the rain, I think JoJo just joined the chat and she's walking in the rain.
And
Jennifer
Running Through
Fink?
Wonderland, Jen also.
Or are they both running in the rain? I just beat out the rain. Running through Wonderland, Jen says. And
that makes one of us.
And JoJo is walking in the rain. And y'all just hang out, stay safe.
Yeah.
And we have shout outs for people.
Amy's going to shout some people out. I'm going to pour some more delicious sparkling water.
Okay. The question that Main Street Miles Meg over on Instagram asked is, does this plan? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
It's.
Okay. I'm okay. Does this plan?
Jen Squared is here. Yes. Hi, ladies over on Instagram. Hi. Does this plan allow for cheat meals?
Not at all.
Wait. For a plan that you select that has. Okay. Serious question. So rare for me. This is what Meg says. Can you do a diet/nutritional plan that allows a cheat meal? Weight Watchers always works. WW, I assume that's what that means. Always works for me when I commit because I can still have one meal a week that is cheat and drink within reason.
I think based on, and again, I didn't come up with this. I would say we have loved doing a built-in cheat meal and having that as part of our lifestyle. So that has worked really well for us. But
I love having that like day 7.
But when you listen to him talk about the plan, this is not a weight loss plan or a body transformation plan. Some of that is going to happen as a natural result of you doing what he's talking about doing. The 2 workouts a day is to get you up and out of bed and moving, and the insistence on one being outside every day is to get you out and ideally getting you fresh air and sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main idea behind
theoretically
those things. The lack of alcohol and lack of cheat meals is really to make you focus, because again, what he's trying to teach through the installation of these, this list of several small things, but do them every single day, is repetition and focus and prioritization. And that's so I think that if you were asking him, could the diet you choose include a cheat day? He would say no, because one of the key tenets of the plan is no cheat meal. So, yeah. So we're going hardcore plant-based for that period of time because of that.
Yeah.
But, I would say if it's doing something like this is of interest to you and you're going to modify it to fit your needs, go for it. Do it. I think that there's no harm in that whatsoever. I just think that, what he's shooting for is a little more intense. I mean, when you see this guy, he's probably, he's probably now down to like 280 solid. I mean,
I don't know.
he is just built like a.
Oh, you want to curse right
I
now,
was
don't you?
I was about to get a
I bet.
tag.
I bet
Yeah,
you know
he's built
exactly.
like a brick outhouse, and he's got arms like tree trunks. So and he's a little intense. His podcast is definitely not safe for work, and but he if you can get through the wrapper and you get through wrapper like wrapping paper, if you can get through the wrapping paper and you can get past the language, as long as you're and I'm my chosen line of work, I'm certainly not offended by language, but some people find that to be off-putting. I think that his message overall, when
Mhm.
he's not, when he's, I don't much care for the entrepreneurial side of things, but his message about motivation, focus, mental resilience, mental toughness, that to me, I think actually has a lot of value.
Josh says tougher than a Nokia phone.
Nah, let's not get carried away, Josh. Nokia, that Nokia,
I'm sorry.
we've moved backwards since then when it comes to toughness of smartphones.
And
So
Main Street Miles Meg, after your explanation, she said, "May the odds be ever
in
in your
your
favor."
Yeah.
We should just do a chat one night that is entirely one-liners from movies.
We could.
Like just,
Well,
we still have to do a movie night.
the rough part
with
of this for me is if you deviate in any way,
You have to start back at day one.
Start over.
Susie, welcome to the chat. Welcome. We're so happy you're here. We see you putting out race calendars, putting out races like JoJo, Positively Polly One on Instagram,
and like us
and Susie,
next week,
and I think Darlene is in cahoots with Susie or and JoJo and Jennifer Fink, and they're all like they're meeting up at multiple races. And I want to be a part of it.
Well, I think that we're going to be able to time at least one of those so that we can be a part of it.
I certainly hope so.
But we're going to be announcing our race calendar next week on the show. And we're going to be updating the website between now and, well, we're going to probably update the website that day with our race calendar for the year.
I'm going to work on that. I'm working on that.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I could just get our web host to respond,
we're trying.
We have a section of the website that keeps glitching, and I'm like, you guys are killing me. Normally they're like Johnny on the spot. They're emailing you back within 30 minutes, and like right now I feel like I'm being ghosted. Oh, Dan sent us the link. Thank you.
We're gonna have to go back in the chat after this is over and grab it.
And that's on Facebook.
Okay.
So perfect. And so if the boss says we're running it, guess what?
Oh, JoJo, you're so good. Okay. So JoJo says, "Oh, Cynthia Wheeler, welcome." Jen says that I just run the races up here. Running with Positivity's in the chat. Welcome to our Wednesday, our Water Wednesday. It's Water Wednesday.
It is Water Wednesday. I think we found our hashtag.
Stephanie Swan. Brilliant. Yes. She just runs the races up there. JoJo says patrons should get a sneak peek of the race calendar.
Oh, I think that sounds like a plan.
How are we going to do that? Should we do that in a video, or should we?
We could do it. We could even do it as a patron only chat thing too.
Oh, yeah.
We could try that.
Oh, you mean on a Discord server?
Like maybe on Discord, or
does everybody know about the Discord server?
Corresponding post. We could push something out to everybody and go, by the way, you have patrons have access to a Discord channel. We just haven't built it yet, really. I mean, we have it, but we haven't done
Disney
anything.
is all over it. She knows what to do.
Well, I'm learning a little bit, although I don't think that we're going to be installing any chat bots on our Discord server anytime soon. But yeah, it's maybe that'll be a way to go. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know.
Yeah. You know how sometimes I'll do patron Friday posts. Look out for that. And also I will tell you if anybody wants in on that patron only chat that we're thinking about doing, and any patron benefits in the future, patreon.com/Water Runny Drink podcast.
Absolutely. And actually, Josh may be right.
What?
That one form is pronounced first form. I think he's correct.
What?
The company that,
Oh, I think he's right too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you're correct, sir.
Yes.
Hey, Trip Billy. Hey, we're just
Trip
glad
Billy,
you're here.
how are you?
We're just glad you're here. We're having some delicious, some high quality H2O.
Yes.
Speaking of great movies, Waterboy.
Oh, well, here's to great movies. With the water.
My mom said Vicky Valancourt.
Trip Billy, how are you? And I just, everybody is so great. Maria Miller's in the chat.
And we've already got shots fired over on Instagram.
Oh my God.
About the pizza.
The brother and sister debate is going. And and you know, I've never so much wanted a pizza roll in my life.
Okay, so today when I'm sitting in the office conference room and they're having pizza. I'm pizza adjacent.
You're pizza adjacent.
Yeah. So they start discussing other.
Is that a
pizza.
hashtag, Josh? Let us know.
They start discussing other pizza places, and I think that
did somebody say Nice Guys?
No, but they were discussing Blaze Pizza.
Ooh, we've never been there.
We've been told about it.
Yeah.
And I think that one of them said that they have a cauliflower crust available.
Ooh.
So that opens up a whole realm of possibilities.
So maybe we could get an entire vegan.
Depending.
We've got to investigate.
We'd have to investigate because we don't know what their cheese options are. But then they were telling me that I think it was that they have a chicken crust available.
Yeah, for people who are doing like
keto
or
and I'm like
Atkins
and I'm like, what is a chicken crust? I had no idea that this existed. And apparently it's basically they make a manhole out of ground chicken and then put pizza toppings on it.
It's kind of like when
manhole cover.
Taco Bell made a shell out of chicken and deep fried it.
Yes, I guess so. I just didn't.
We're
know
talking about food. I don't know. It's so hard. So Jojo says pizza rolls are just tiny calzones, but I love them.
Oh, now there's a great way to look at pizza rolls.
I love tiny calzones.
I never thought of them that way. I love that.
I love it. Main Street Miles Meg, they do. It's as good as cauliflower crust can be, Main Street Miles Meg says.
That is not a ringing endorsement, but any port in a storm when you're, doing the vegan, although truthfully, if we're going to do pizza, and this would be one of those where it's technically on plan, but it's one of those that we have to kind of just be okay with. We're probably going to see a little bit of a blip upward if you're weighing in every day because of sodium.
Is it all right for the 75?
Yeah, that'd be all right because
as long as everything is vegan.
We're doing plant-based, so
as long as everything is plant-based, whole food.
I just don't like the sodium idea myself.
I know.
But if you're dying for it, that vegan option from Downtown House of Pizza in Fort Myers,
because they have the vegan cheese.
They use the vegan cheese.
Yeah, so that's totally legit.
So I'll tell you now. This is kind of an odd one. They use a company called Daiya, Daiya. Their vegan cheese is surprisingly good and actually melts and stretches like real mozzarella. I'm like, what devil magic is this? So it's something else.
Jojo's like, now let's get back to your race schedule. That's what she said.
Coming soon. We have to finalize because somebody's got a work schedule now. She's got to work.
Somebody is waiting on people to approve time off. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I do one and then I wait for it and then it's okay. So then I keep going.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, how far can I push it? Let's see. Because I want to push it all the way over to the Donna.
Right.
Big secret there. That
one really doesn't count. That's 2022.
I know, and
we've said that.
Do you know what I mean?
We've said it. If it's happening, we're doing it.
Yeah.
We have at least I believe 3 races identified that we're looking at traveling to. So
well, yes. And we've talked about the Run Disney virtuals.
Well, that was me being coy. That's exactly what I was saying, but we actually have more than that identified. So yes.
I'm just telling you, yes. And we're working on lots of things. We're working on that.
Oh,
And then we have to work out a way to share it with patrons before Tuesday.
yes,
Um,
we'll figure out what we're gonna do. And it may end up being a video that we push out to the patrons.
maybe
We could do it that way, or a
depending
post,
on because I'm just crazy.
depending on what she settles on. And all of them will have to be with the caveat, or with an asterisk, if Amy can get off of work. Well, we wish you could run with us too, Jen.
We want
Come on down.
Yes.
And enjoy it while you can here in Florida, because the Florida school summer super short this year.
Oh my
6 weeks.
God.
6 weeks, and the kids are back in class.
My sister is in the school district here locally, and she's like, "Oh my God, before you turn around." I don't know, Jen and Meg and Dawn. I don't know if yours is super short as well, but oh my goodness.
And Katie just dropped a little bit of insider knowledge. Her brother is a GM of Blaze Pizza. She says their cauliflower crust is so good, and they do have vegan options.
Hey,
yes. All right.
I'm super excited about that.
This just made the next 75 days suck a whole lot less.
Right? Whoa.
But
I mean, like, you chose to do the water fast for the first 48 hours.
That's just me.
And you laid it out like we're accountability buddies. And so we both are holding each other accountable, and we have talked about this is what I'm doing for my part in the plan.
Yeah.
So
I am like, really, like, what I wanted to do was really kind of, flush my system, get hydrated, get the extra sodium out.
Yeah.
And I mean, like today, I just from this morning to this afternoon down, and again, not chasing a number on the scale, but you tend to, in the first 48 to 72 hours, you flush out a lot of water. So any bloating or whatever you're holding on to, that goes away. And I can feel a difference, because I can always tell if I've had too much sodium in my diet, because, and here's me kind of, you dropped a little bit of you said you were going to be a little vulnerable last night. I'll kind of let everybody in on this
the episode too. Yes.
Admittedly, when I started this really, really hardcore, I was all about shred the weight, get it off. And, I wanted to get off my blood pressure meds.
Mm-hmm. You've talked about that on the show.
And then there came a point in the last year, and we could call it COVID, but it's not just that, where I think I got a little complacent, and I got comfortable with, the fact that I'm taking these remaining blood pressure meds daily. And I can always tell if I've had too much salt in my day, because I'll actually get swelling in my ankles. And I'm like, that is not a problem a guy that's relatively as young as me ought to be dealing with, and I don't like it. And that's actually a large part of why I'm very happy to do that. And it was kind of funny. We were talking about this before the show. I said, here's something else that I noticed, a instantaneous effect, and it's just a little less than 48 hours in. Recently, probably in the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've been having some joint pain, and specifically my right elbow, and I mean, really bad, like tender to lean on. Like, it was rough. And I was like, the next time I go to the doctor, I'm gonna
have them look at
it. They're
make sure it's okay.
Probably tell me, you're getting arthritis or whatever else. And day before yesterday, it was the same thing, and I was having that issue. And this morning, I woke up to go for my run, and I happened to notice, while I was out and about on my morning run, that not only is it better, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, completely gone. So again,
I don't have stories like yours.
Well, is not causation. I'm just trying to be mindful and pay attention to little body changes as I go. Because I think that's, part of the reason for doing this. And I really would like to go ahead and finish what I started and get off of these stupid blood pressure meds, or at least get down to where I can honestly, when I have my chat with my doctor, and my doctor's he's hilarious. He's like he's a guy you like to go hang out with, and, you know, just a really good guy. And actually, his co-doctor in the practice, she's all about sports medicine, and she diagnosed my knee without an MRI.
Of course.
I mean, let me rephrase that. She didn't give me
Sure.
a proper diagnosis, but she goes, if I were a betting woman, I
Bethany.
would say it's going to be blank, and
Bethany.
lay it out. Yeah. No.
No.
Dr. Candelore.
Oh. Sorry.
And she says it's probably going to be a, you know, medial meniscal, you know, tear of the medial meniscal horn, blah blah blah. I mean, she nailed the verbiage perfectly with just my description of what was going on. So she was on the money. So I'm just trying to pay attention to those little subtle changes.
I can
As I
tell
go.
you, I don't have stories like yours quite yet. I spent a couple of years combating a really, really tough case of plantar fasciitis. And I just don't want that to return.
Plantar sucks.
And I'm on my feet
You're on your feet for work.
and I can feel those same kinds of twinges. And I just need to look at maybe better shoes.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe it's time to change them up.
So see
Jennifer
how my
Fink's got to go.
Oh, Jennifer Fink.
Bye, Jen.
Mwah! We love you. You are so inspiring with your messages and your videos. And we just love you. And we want to meet up with you. We totally do. And we just love you. You have a good night.
Absolutely.
And then Jen, and we got another Jen. We got a Jenny runs 26 too.
All right.
Here on Instagram.
Well, hey,
so
Jenny.
yeah, I love that. So I know I may need to choose better work shoes, maybe.
Yeah, it might be that
or
your
get
feet,
new ones.
it may be time for new ones.
Maybe time for new ones.
That's definitely a possibility. I don't remember how many hours or weeks you put on those shoes before the shutdown and then before your surgery. So I don't remember how new those are.
And I don't remember either. So I probably should just go ahead and get new ones. So
try that out first. And okay, Katie made vegetable pad thai for dinner tonight. We were talking about pad thai last night. I grew up eating Thai food as a it's kind of I had a weird childhood culinarily speaking. Both my parents were dyed-in-the-wool Southerners. My mom was from Georgia, my dad from Tennessee, and both of them from, you know, like early 1900s. So everything in our, you know, growing up was very, very southern influenced.
Running through Wonderland, Jen is leaving.
Fine, be that way.
This is so sad. This is so sad. Before I get to the shout outs, even.
Well, I mean, she's been around for almost 45 minutes. Because we've been on for almost 45 minutes.
I know. JoJo is having an MRI and fingers crossed. She's having some knee issues since the trail run.
Ugh.
So I'm hoping for the best for you.
Hopefully it's just a little tweaked.
Really. And she's Jen running through Wonderland. She's like, bye, bro, to Josh. Like, so I'm going to, we've got the chat up. So I'm going to go to the shout outs that we have.
Yep. Amy's going to shout y'all out.
Yeah.
Bring it. Send it.
Well, Greg in Orlando, I mean, come on. You have to say it again. His 50 miler.
50 miler.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, we congratulate you. What a feat. And thank you. So awesome. So congratulations if you watch this back. I don't know if you're in the chat, right? And we're all sending love to JoJo and hoping for the best for her.
Absolutely.
With that MRI. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
I mean,
fingers crossed.
It's going to sound strange. I hope that you just tweaked your knee, but just I
hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah.
Nothing serious.
Just
nothing serious.
Rest ice compression and elevation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So today was Tom Stover's birthday, and he is the host. He's one of the hosts of the Will Run For podcast.
Yes.
He jumped in our chat last night when we were recording right there at the end.
Yes, he
But I
did.
just wanted to tell him on our live chat, happy birthday. Happy birthday. We love all of you from the Will Run For podcast, and we hope to meet up with you at a race soon. We also have a patron. We have a few patron birthdays.
Oh,
We have a few patron birthdays. I don't think he's in the chat tonight. And I've been doing a poor job of trying to tag people and remind them kind of through the tags and Instagram. I know I need to get better, and I will. But
you're infinitely better than me
I'm
when it
trying,
comes to Instagram,
and all of our
as evidenced by
Runcation
my
Nation.
camera work over here on Instagram.
Well, all of our Runcation Nation have been really great about sharing to their stories and things like that when they pick it up and they see it. So
Thank you.
yeah, because we love hanging out with all of you, and we want to do it virtually. So John Bagliani, tomorrow is June 3rd, and it's his birthday. So you'll see a birthday post for him. And he is a longtime supporter, patron of the show. He and Nancy Bagliani, we featured their Manja food truck
Back when they used to have it.
back when they used to have it. And we just love their food. And they are coming up on the year anniversary of becoming patrons, not too much in the future.
They're awesome.
And we just can't, I can't thank you all enough. And speaking of patrons that are celebrating birthdays, Cheryl of Cheryl Shenanigans is her birthday is on the 4th. Yeah.
Very cool.
And she's great. And I don't know if I need to change her name on the patron wall, because she's changed it now. She periodically changes her name in Patreon, and I just love it. So so if you watch us back, Cheryl Shenanigans, let us know. And Andrea Davison, if you're still in the chat, your birthday is coming up. I think when we record the live anniversary episode that same day on that Tuesday,
yes,
June 8th.
We are
her birthday.
And we mentioned it last night. Next week, we are going to be pushing the recording forward one day. So we're recording on Tuesday instead of Monday. So we're going to be doing it live.
Yeah.
And then we're doing our Wednesday night chat on Thursday.
Yeah. So we can actually, because Thursday is the 10th and is our anniversary of our podcast. Legit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we just kind of slid it over one day. I know all these schedule changes. I know and they still end up coming on board, and we love that. So, so Andy Davison, she has her birthday, but she also did a 5K for charity.
Yes.
And we talked about that on the show. And and she has been a faithful follower doing the 5K. And so has Sarah Bear 14 over there on Instagram. She has been posting, and I've been meaning to share her runs to the story, and I'm behind. I'm woefully behind. But also we have, I think that Rob Nadeau is still here in the chat, and hopefully John Schroeder is still in the chat. And like I said, John and Nancy Bagliani, Rob Nadeau, then John Schroeder, then John and Nancy Bagliani, in that order. We'll be celebrating 1 year as patrons of our show.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so unexpected.
And Wendell did it not too long ago.
Right.
Yeah. And I know we haven't seen him in the chats, and I hope he's doing all right with everything. I'm sure he's a very, very busy man.
He's a very busy man.
Very busy man. So but all of you have no idea the support and encouragement you provide as patrons, as people who are participating actively in the chat, people who have gotten and are sporting our swag.
Oh, I know. That's
like Jessica, Harley Running Gal.
It absolutely floors me when I see somebody that's not you or me wearing one of our shirts, and also not a relative.
Right.
So yeah,
it's amazing.
It's fantastic.
It's amazing. And and the way that you all support and jump in the chats and you converse with us and hang out with us. I know. I I say it a lot, but I truly and genuinely mean that.
And she'll say it again next
I
week
will.
on the anniversary episode. I
I will.
promise you that's happening.
There might be.
There might be some tears.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. And by the way, for the anniversary episode, if anybody is into sending us a message on Instagram or Facebook or emailing us at info@runeatdrink.net, if there are favorite moments from the past year, or the past, or all of our history and all of our history of our podcast, if there are any favorites, if you've gone back in the catalog and listened to
moments or episodes,
live chat happenings, or just anything that you want us to talk about and celebrate, we would love to share, and we would love to know what some of your favorite moments are, so that going forward we know the kinds of things you love.
Yeah. We're always trying to improve. And that's something that we're going to continue to do as long as we are able to do the show. We're going to try to make it better every year. And
hey,
I'm loving
Sandra's in the chat over here on Instagram. Big Fit Mama 44.
I can't do divided attention like this very well.
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you, but hey, Sandra, we love you. You rock.
You do.
Yes.
And I'm marveling at Sebastian's reference to the story of Odysseus, as he says, I'm looking at the pizzas and cupcakes like I'm Odysseus and doesn't want to turn into a pig, but his coworkers are all more than happy to. I love that reference.
Susie on Instagram says, the moment I found you was my favorite, and I want to know which moment that was. I want to know how she found us. Yeah. So it's I love y'all. You're just great. Sandra, your reels, they rock. I know I need to get on the TikTok game. I'm so behind. Let's just say
we're looking at it, but yes, that's one of those things where I realize like that's a tough one to incorporate in addition to everything else if you have like day jobs. So
yeah, because it takes time
to be good at it.
I know, and she's so freaking good at it.
I know.
Sorry.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it.
She and Liz over on Instagram are oh my god. Telling you. Anyway.
And Trip, I appreciate that. I'm
so good.
I'm looking forward to the 75. I mean, truthfully, the 2-a-days aren't so bad. Like the 4 a.m. wake up isn't radically different. When I worked day shift, I was up at 4 anyway. I was just kind of enjoying the fact that I didn't have to do that anymore. But you know, it is what it is. So a little tautology there, and I we'll just get back to the 4 a.m. cycle and knock it out for 75. And then I'm going to enjoy my day 76.
Oh boy. I was telling him, right now, I'm sure that I may want something different at the end of this 75, or it might change me and I might want to not do something like that. But I was telling Dana that at the end of the 75, on day 76, I don't care where one of our favorite food trucks is.
We're going to that.
We're going to that food truck.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a road trip involved. The only thing that I'm thinking about is after doing this challenge for 75 days.
Yeah.
I remember what it was like a couple of years ago when we started the whole food plant-based thing.
Yes.
And, we'd go 14 days, sometimes without a day 7 in there. And your body makes certain adjustments to what it's used to digesting. And when you reintroduce meat, all of a sudden it's a self-correcting error. I'm just going to leave it there.
I think it can, depending on what you eat, it can make you feel super sluggish and just wrong.
100%. I never in a million years. And again, I'm never going to try to convert anybody. That is not what I'm about. That's not what we're about. We love a good steak. Trust me on this one. Meat and potatoes girl right here. Everything I love is deep fried and covered in gravy. Okay. So that's never going away completely.
Same.
But I can tell you that after doing the whole food plant-based thing for an extended period of time, losing the 70 pounds, that reintroduction of meat, like that day after,
Mm.
is worse than an alcohol hangover for me.
Ooh. You feel
Absolutely.
it in your muscles and your,
I f-
yeah, I feel
I
you've talked
feel
about this.
I feel like I wrestled for, like did maybe 2 or 3 3-minute rounds, and it is something else. It is, I never expected that, and it's just the way it affects my body. So I'm going to be curious to see what the change is like in 75 days. I really am.
Yeah.
So for me, this is almost a bit like a experiment, science experiment, except I'm the subject. So
So am I. I don't even know. I mean, you never know. Like JoJo is talking about, you never know until you try. That's why she tried the trail run.
oh,
Uh,
absolutely.
yeah. So and uh,
Oh,
uh,
Josh. Okay, and Katie,
she's
you're
like
not the
hashtag
you're
training.
not the only. This is, I should have hit this one first. I don't do
Oh,
TikTok. I spent one night on there till 4 a.m. Yeah,
oh,
just one night.
somebody said
It's
they
a
were late
giant
to the
time
chat because
suck.
they got into a TikTok, like black hole of TikTok. And
Uh,
Dana Burnett, I you had to run yeah, you got to do it. Run to the fridge for a beer. What beer? Let us live
yeah,
vicariously through you.
tell us what you're having, my friend. I'd love to know.
I just can't. I can't. I'm
I
so
thought
mad.
I thought
Oh,
that I thought YouTube was a rabbit hole of video entertainment
it can be.
until I discovered TikTok. Then it's just
Oh,
nonstop.
it's a time suck.
It really,
It's a time
really.
suck. It's a time suck. There. Okay. So uh, JoJo is in hashtag training, and Josh is working on the syllabus for the hashtag training. The and I'm sure that there will be classes,
Oh,
instruction,
okay.
and Mainstream Miles Meg. She says she stopped eating ice cream, and she says her bones get weak from lack of calcium.
Interesting.
So you never know how diet and is gonna affect you. And like right now, I know I need to get more sleep. I can feel that
Yeah. Well, I think that,
because of what we're
I
doing.
think that's happening tonight. So,
Yeah.
the one thing I would say on that same topic is when we talked to Juliana Hever
Oh
and
yeah.
Ray Cronice, they
Mm-hmm.
alluded to some of that,
Yeah.
and they
I think
are,
Susie has the health span solution, if I'm
yeah.
not mistaken. I think that she bought it.
Do you, Susie?
Yeah. I think that she got it. I'm not
Well,
sure.
I love
I think it
cooking
was
from
her.
that book. I think that for the anniversary episode, I'm probably going to prepare some stuff from there.
Hmm.
But what I like is they really talk about the fact that we think that we solved the, we've understand the human body so well, and but truthfully, there's a lot more going on with human nutrition than we may realize.
I've 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 got a cat. I've got a
Oh,
cute cat who's showing me her belly
ah,
and letting me rub her belly.
and Dana's having Scotty's cream ale,
Oh, Scotty's cream ale is great.
light, crisp,
Floyd,
refreshing.
Floyd, welcome to our chat. How are you, my friend? I miss you.
Floyd's over on the
I
Instagrams,
hope you're doing well.
on
It's one of my
the
one the
gram.
Graham, one of my former coworkers. So, oh, Susie, she says she's treadmill same time as watching, and Meg says excited for next week's anniversary celebration. God, I hope it lives up to the hype.
Well, I'm also going to have to, Katie chimed in a little bit ago about her brother working or being the GM at Blaze Pizza, and they have the cauliflower crust. She messaged me a recipe for sticky sesame cauliflower, a vegan recipe. So like sesame chicken, but with cauliflower chunks. So I'm gonna check that out, and I think I may, if I don't, destroy it, I may make some of that for the episode, so that we have some delicious food. Because see,
Oh, Meg, have a
last
wonderful
year,
night.
oh, good night.
Oh, and Jadon Runs has just entered the chat as well. You have a great week, Meg.
Indeed.
And send us that book list.
Yeah, because I was going to say last year when we were having our celebration at Big Storm Brewing.
Oh.
And we had all the things. We had
courtesy of John Schroeder, patron of the show, also
pulled that off, and he reached out to a local brewery, our friends over at 8 Foot Brewing, and they have their secret sauce at that brewery. I mean, they make some really, really cool, super ultra small batch beers, but their kitchen game there is out of control good there.
Yeah.
And their charcuterie board.
Oh, 8 Foot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So they're phenomenal. And then of course they had Nice Guys Pizza, bring pizza in. And I mean, yeah. So I have to make
some and
vegan,
Nancy Bagliani brought pepperoni bread.
Oh my gosh.
And some sausage, some homemade that they made. And
which we can't get anymore unless we call in a personal favor.
It's true. It's true. But
oh, Susie, you haven't made a recipe yet from the Health Span Solution. Might I recommend? I have a current craving right now from something from there.
What is
it? It's the creamy potato salad from there.
Oh yeah, Wendell made that once and put a picture up.
He was shocked
on
at how good it was.
Runcation Nation group on Facebook, and he was like, "My kids loved it too."
Yeah, he was shocked at how good that one was.
Yeah,
and Josh, you're not wrong. It
adult Lunchables, charcuterie
with a French name.
But so good, so good. So, yeah, yeah.
So, we have hit the 1 hour mark.
So hungry. Oh, yeah, the potato salad. And I don't normally crave salads, but it is summer. And in the Health Span Solution, there is that spring mix that
that's the one you do with the
pomegranate seeds and grapefruit sections and orange and
it's a spicy
avocado, and the dressing has chili powder and rice vinegar.
Yeah, that's a little really good.
I think it's rice vinegar, but I can't remember because I wanted to wait till it was in season again, so right. I can't remember what the base of that is. I think that's what it is, or it's the juice of the oranges and blood orange and regular orange. Combination of the two, they say, is the perfect. But you got to do it. You got to do it. So yes, I'm so hungry.
So with that, guys,
so hungry.
We've been here. I know we've been here for an hour. We're about to get booted off at any.
Josh says boo for the Instagram time limit. I don't know. They may have extended it.
They may have extended it, but with a 4 a.m. wake up, we got to go too. So,
oh my God.
Anyway, we cannot thank you guys enough for hanging out with us for an hour. It's amazing that you did that. And some of you are repeats from last night. So thank you guys so much for that. I mean, she doesn't like to hang out with me for 2 hours a week. You guys hung out with me for 2 hours a week. So
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
Did you say?
Nothing.
What did he say? What did he say?
But we are going to be, I'm going to be live tomorrow afternoon doing the Thursday afternoon Galloway Easy 5K second short run of the week. That one's going to be a 20-minute run with a 3-minute warm up and cool down. And we're only doing it in 5-second increments. So it's easy for anybody to jump in and give it a try. And Amy is introducing you to our girl, Natasha.
This is Natasha. She gave me belly.
but the minute you pick her up, she's like,
it's done. Enough.
Yeah,
it's enough.
This is too much peopling.
Yes.
So with that, so join me tomorrow afternoon for that. I'll be doing that right over here on StreamYard, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
I'm gonna try and do a coffee chat before work tomorrow.
If she can get down and get
parked.
I can
get down there and if I can fight the traffic and.
Oh, Susie, thank you. I hope that it's keeping you entertained and motivated. That's the goal. So Anyway, guys, thank you again for coming tonight. And we will be live together, well, at some point.
Anniversary episode recording.
Well, I was thinking, are we going to be able to run together? The run tomorrow will be 6 p.m. Eastern live, and then 7 a.m. Eastern on Saturday
morning. Yeah.
For the long run. And the long run this week is 3.5 miles. So we're pushing the runner's wall out beyond the distance of the race, which means we won't be hitting a wall on race day. I love it.
So there
you go. Anyway, guys,
yeah,
have a great night. We're gonna go have more
delicious
high quality H2O.
It's Water Wednesday.
Water Wednesday. We've got a new thing. Cheers.
It's Water Wednesday.
We'll see you guys very soon.
What time is the coffee chat? So before.
Oh,
yeah,
that's you.
Sorry. So I believe it's going to be traffic permitting.
She's having to do these in her car at the parking deck at her work.
Yeah. Tomorrow, traffic permitting, it should be around 9:00. Once I get parked and get the, so I'm thinking like 9:00, hopefully. If I'm stopped in traffic, there might be road rage. Maybe I'll just go live if I can't move. I'm not sure. So that's my goal. I'm going to tell you, and we'll see if I can achieve that goal.
The Run Eat Drink podcast does not recommend live streaming from a moving vehicle.
No. But if I'm stopped in traffic and I can't go anywhere, then maybe I'll just pop on and say hi. And I can't really do the coffee chat today because I got trapped in traffic.
Always operate your vehicle in a safe manner, and local laws may vary.
Yes, don't. I'm not going to go live while I'm driving, for God's sake.
I know. Anyway.
You all have a wonderful night.
You guys rock.
Thank you for joining us. This was so much fun.
You guys rock.
Yeah. And let us know what you think of this week's episode.
Yes, please. Drop a comment. Check it out.
Yeah.
And then see you later.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Can't believe that Instagram